Hello, I am just finishing up at work, and I thought I would jump on here because it is a little less chaotic here than it is at my house. But I wanted to talk about protein. That is the topic of the second week of this challenge, and it is probably my favorite macro because it just does. It's so important. Like from everything from weight loss to building muscle. Like it is important and you need it. And I can go into all these different facts and I can spit all this different information and I can lecture to y'all. I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is just kind of walk you through what my day looks like as far as protein goes. That way you can see it in a real life situation. To me, I feel like that's more beneficial than me sitting here throwing facts at you all day. Okay, so protein. I'm just gonna go over. This is gonna be like a what I eat in a day, but a video version. I'm not gonna go over all the things I eat. I'm just gonna go over the protein sources. We don't want to sit here and listen to me talk about everything I eat. First thing in the morning, I will have about a quarter of a cup of Greek yogurt because I want that in my system, in my body, to help fuel the workout that I'm gonna have at the gym. So I have about a quarter cup of Greek yogurt. Go to the gym. I have a post-workout protein shake. This one is different than a regular protein shake because the post-workout protein that I use, your body's able to digest it faster, so it gets to the muscles to repair them more efficiently, which just means I'm not going to be as sore and I'm going to build muscle more efficiently because it's getting there to repair the muscle quicker than a normal protein or quicker than like whole food. Then I will have a coffee. Whenever I get to work, I'll reheat my coffee that I've made from the morning, and I will have a scoop of level 1 protein powder in there, and I will have, normally I'll have a collagen supplement if I'm not out of it, and it has some protein to it too. So I'll have that in the morning at work. Before lunch, I will have another little cup of Greek yogurt. Sometimes 2. It just depends on like if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat 2 of them. So for lunch, I will normally have, normally it's like whatever I've meal prepped or whatever leftovers we have. I eat a lot of lean turkey. I eat a lot of chicken breast. I eat a lot of lean beef. More than likely, it's one of those 3 for lunch. Or a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store next door if I don't have anything to bring. That's always a good option if you get the one that's not like covered in sauce and stuff. So I'll have a lean meat protein source, and then I'll have a vegetable with it. Easy meal prep. You don't need to overcomplicate this. Pick a protein, put a vegetable with it, and you could put rice with it, some kind of carb. I normally have a banana for a snack, so I just do like a vegetable and a protein source. Okay, so that's lunch. On the way home from work, like on the ride, sometimes I'll have another cup of Greek yogurt, or if I didn't have 2 earlier in the day, I'll have another one. Just because I get a little bit hungry, before, you know, that whole feeling of like you gotta cook supper, but you're hungry now. So I'll have that. Then for supper, I will have, this is probably my biggest, this is the biggest meal for me of the day. And I will have, like, again, it'll either be lean turkey, it'll be like chicken breast or ground chicken, it'll be a lean beef option, or even tuna steaks. Sometimes we have those. And then I will do the same thing. I'll just pair it with a vegetable, with a carb, sometimes a sweet potato. I don't do a whole lot of rice. I would rather have a sweet potato. It's just a preference, personal preference thing. And so my treat before I go to bed, this is not necessary, but I have a sweet tooth at night before I go to bed, right? Like I battle the sweet tooth. I will make a protein ice cream in the Ninja Creami, and it is about a quarter of a cup of whole milk. It is a scoop of protein powder. Sometimes I'll throw some peanut butter in there if I've got the room in my macros to move it around. And that's what I have. Sometimes if there's enough room, I will have like half a protein bar. I'll have a protein bar. That's what a work day looks like. Now on the weekends, it looks a little bit different. For breakfast, instead of having for breakfast I'll have like egg whites with 2 eggs. That's my main protein source, and I will also like saute in some vegetables and things with it. for protein, a lot of people get overwhelmed because they feel like it's a lot to eat, and it is a lot to eat. I eat about 200 grams of protein a day, and that is not that's not like, not saying that's what you need to be eating. Everybody is different. Everybody's macros are going to be different. If you need help figuring out what you need to be eating, let me know and I'll help you figure that out. The best thing though is if you're feeling like that's a lot, if it's a lot to eat for you, scatter it throughout the day. Add a couple extra ounces in the mornings. Maybe that's another cup of Greek yogurt. Maybe that is another egg or another quarter of a cup of egg whites in the morning. Just if you're adding the ounces throughout the day to these meals, then it's not all at once and it's not overwhelming. And if you're having trouble hitting your protein goal, start with a lower goal. Hit that one. Like if you're supposed to be hitting 150 grams of protein, shoot for 100 at first. Get that nailed down. See what that looks like for you. Get used to it. And then add on as you go. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. But just because it's not perfect doesn't mean that you can't continue to keep trying. You have to keep trying. And I'm not going to go into all the reasons why protein is so important for you. I feel like if you get on any social media, they're gonna market protein to you. My deal is trying to help you figure out what that looks like for you in your life and how to get that in, because it is important. Here I am rambling. Here I am rambling and lecturing. Anyway, if you need help figuring out some options for protein for you, or if you need help figuring out what you need to be eating, reach out to me. Let me know and I'll help you the best I can. Other than that, don't forget to keep posting and get your points in so you can have a chance at winning that $50 gift card. Right now, Nick is kicking y'all's butt. Just being honest, he's kicking your butt. So